Marissa, what's the weather like in Brooklyn today?
It is beautiful today. It's sunny and it's cool and it's great.
Do you, in your hometown, wherever you live, in your area, do you have a beer wench that walks up and down the street and knocks on the door and asks you if you want beer?
No,
I like my city way better. Okay, let's get serious here. You want me to give you a quick review of your LinkedIn profile so that you can make sure that it speaks well to whoever it's supposed to speak to. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give you my thoughts, but without digging in really, really deep, I can't give you the most impactful ideas, but I'll give you my thoughts. And here, I'll tell you the reason why I can't give you the most impactful value. I don't know who your target audience is. And if I know who your target audience is, then I can help you figure out what are the right words to use on your LinkedIn profile so that you're clearly speaking to the right person. Because that's critical. You're not speaking to everybody. Okay. Mm-hmm. But let me give you some high level tips. Okay. First of all, are you only focused to nonprofits and business owners?
In a way, yeah.
Okay. Because you don't have to eliminate or reduce opportunity, but you absolutely want to use this. This is 220 characters you get here. You want to tell your target audience, maybe nonprofit executive directors, PR people, marketing people, business owners, their PR people, their marketing people, whatever. You want to tell them what you do, and you're heading in the right direction, but you want to tell them what you do with that 220 characters that resonates with them. You're heading in the right direction. I wouldn't eliminate in this box. I would say, I'm Marissa, and this is what I freaking do. This is how I create value, how I solve problems, how I make you a superstar with the words that I write for you. Some context like that. Now, I can't see all your contact information because you and I have not yet connected, but I'm hoping that you have an email address and a phone number totally present to everyone you connect with. Present. They have to be able to see that because, and by the way, you don't need to put your personal phone number and your personal email address, but you will be far more successful in life the more accessible you are. So make yourself accessible to your first level network. And if you're afraid who's going to read get your phone number and email address, then don't connect with the weirdos. Connect with people that are real. Here's another big one. In your about section, you don't need to use that first sentence to ask that question. You should use those first 4 lines because all I see is 4 lines. You should use those first 4 lines to tell your target audience how you create value for them. What do you do that creates value for them? And you don't need to say education is a door to success. That's too philosophical. You are the expert in your field and possess unique knowledge. You don't need to say that. By turning your knowledge into a course, you can educate. Now, I see where you're going with that. But if you want to say, this is what I do for you. I can ghost write any content for you that shows that you are an expert in your space, shows that you are an authority in your space. And you could say this, I take your knowledge, I take your experiences, and I help you turn them into fabulous courses. Use these first 4 lines to tell your most important viewer, target audience, ideal client, what you do for them in a very meaningful, impactful way, how you solve their problems. Then maybe they'll click on see more and read the rest of this stuff. And by the way, furthermore, the rest of this stuff needs to be all about how you help them, how you serve. They don't care how you do it. You don't need to tell me how it works. Tell me how you create value for me, solve my problems, make me a superstar, et cetera, et cetera. Okay, it's okay to show an example. That's fine as well. Okay. And one more biggie. Are you ready for another biggie?
Yeah.
You don't have to use what I sometimes refer to as an HR defined title.
Okay.
Instead, use this title field to, again, you get 100 characters there, 100 or 120, I think it's 100, to tell your target audience what you do. Create great curriculum. Ghostwrite your best material. Whatever the words are, keywords are important. Nobody's looking for an executive project manager in the ampersand sign. They're looking for other words that resonate with them. And once you nail that, and by the way, this should absolutely ring the same way this rings up here, not the exact words, but it all should be alignment. Then what you can do is come down here, even though you've only been there 9 months and you're already a superstar in this role, but you want people to know that you're more of a superstar. So use this, I think this is 2,000 characters here. Use this, what's called the description box. Don't talk about pen for hire. Talk about Marissa and what she does in her role at Pen for Hire to make your clients superstars, to make them heroes, to make them show up in the written word that you create for them as the authority in the space they are in. This is a brochure, not a resume. You know what a resume is? Mm-hmm. It's no, you don't. I'm going to tell you a different philosophy. It's an ongoing obituary, Marissa. And I don't want to read your obituary. I want to read your brochure that shows you as a fabulous guide, as a powerful resource that if I were your target audience would make me fabulous.
Okay.
And then there's lots of other stuff you can do. Only talk about the stuff. You know, I know this is your own business and it's sort of on hold today, but don't discount what it's all about. Tell people what you do as in your role as in writing outside the lines. You don't need to tell me you're the founder. Tell me what you do for me. And then in this other stuff, only talk about what you did back then. Listen to these words that is relevant or shows professional growth to who you are today. And never talk about the other company. Nobody cares about them. They didn't have enough dime to keep you around. So don't talk about them in any way. Talk about what you did to help you grow. What do you think?
It all sounds great. I like the idea of, well, first of all, I like knowing how much text I can use in different boxes. That's helpful to kind of give me an idea. And I like the idea of making it a more description about me than anything. So like what I can do and how I can create value. Yeah.
Cool beans. All right. I'm going to send this recording to you. If you need to listen it again, sometimes you don't want to hear more of my voice, but I hope you grabbed enough that I guarantee you can make your profile far more powerful of a business tool for you, focused on your target audience. So Marissa, great to chat with you today. We will chat another day.
Amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate you.